Well, hello. Here to show you the stories. The Jaycee Dugard, along with birthday memories, coloring right here is basically based on, as you say, is a stolen the story of the stolen life, and then of course you got right here. She got the bookmark right here, along with the reading glasses, and then right here is you have it to where you got the a magnetic type calculator that we can do with say is about maybe 3 or 4 so or more math problems at a time on it, and it's like a little a calculator which the calculator right there is it looks pretty familiar with the one that I started out with whenever I was in school, and a lot of times with these type of calculators right here is that I would it would represent is a device, you should say, is like a little mathematical type device for so far as solving math problems. And I remember that it's like so far I kind of gave a calculator as a good example of so far as a device where you can just push buttons and stuff and add up the numbers. But let's just say if you were to use a birthday cake as a as a good example, as you say a mathematical type problem such as a fraction right here, is you have it to where that if you have they cut it into 4 slices or maybe 8 slices or something like that. But this is like so far with a piece of cake, not really the type of activity that compared to harder and easier or whatever you call it, is like a lot of people would probably use that synonym so far as the word piece of cake as in real easy, and I guess a word for real hard will be something like I don't know, it's like a piece of tar or something like that, like rough tar, or I don't know, that a lot of times that you have it, even whenever we file our taxes, even when we file our taxes, a lot of times that people probably say that well, it's a piece of cake, you can do it, it's simple. But then on the other hand is that it's like more likely, some people probably say it requires more than just a piece of cake. It requires a lot of studying. But a lot of people probably say that with the piece of cake, especially on we say is the birthday, is that it's like if you get the biggest piece, since it's your cake, you say is or if it's that special, say that special occasion. But you got the pine cone charm right here, and which the pine cone charm will more likely represent. It's like you're not going to cut it in half or whatever you say, just to see who gets half, and half is basically means, and there's enough on the tree for each person. Is that it's like whenever, like with the pine cone charm, to notice it, but whenever it grows on the trees, you say the bushes, that more likely that sure that there's enough to go around so far as to see for remembrance. But you got right here, you got the birthday memories, and then right here, as they say, is the definitions for happy. It's like the critics the characteristic by good luck, and then you got the cry, the shed tears because of the grief, and it's like and that the sorrow and pain, and then along with the birthday, and then of course with the stars, with the gas held together by a own gravity or generated and generates energy by nuclear reactors, and you got the planet Earth right here, the land, the surface of the world, and then of course it's like you add the planet Earth right here, and I'm sure a lot of us here would probably say that a lot of the stuff you probably learned in science class so far is the shapes of the stars. You got it where here is like whichever shapes is, you got that like this little rectangular type shape all put together, and you got that like the little the horizontal, you say, lines up all rounded together, and then you got these other shapes right here, kind of look like snowballs. You say cotton balls, you say snowballs, but you got the dictionary. It's like these words right here are what I looked up in the dictionary. But of course, in my own words about it, is so far as between a cry and a star, as it could be pretty much being a lot more than just a round shape. of course, is that to use the pink, but with the so far is the addition for the word star is to add just a little bit of color right here. I'll go ahead and start out right here with with a light, say, pink color, and then go ahead and add it's like this little shape this yeah, I really don't know the name of it, but it's like the straight point, you say, pen marker, that where you can do straight points on it. It's like so far for firm points. But you got right here, you got the star, and then along way here, you got the moon right here. And you use this blue right here. And I'm sure a lot of people probably say that with the this picture, the pictures right here so far with birthday memories, is that more likely that is like if you were to add up maybe how many light years it is away from planet Earth, what we used to say is it's like what kind of gives you that memory so far as birthdays. And a lot of times is that you could probably think that photos, a lot of times that with photos that you probably say that, well, with a photo that it's just a photo, and you can't really, it's like you can only see very little. But then of course is that I didn't take this picture, I drew it. And no, I didn't draw it from a picture itself. I just kind of pictured it in my mind, pictured it by memory, as you say. It's like for the birthday memories. That it's like so far with the night sky right here, as you have the night sky. A lot of times is that whenever I look at the night sky, a lot of times back in kind of reminds me the back in the early 1990s. You say that back in back in 99 or back in 2000, that a lot of times that I remember that you see watched the solar eclipse. Is that with the solar eclipse is that whenever it's like so far as is that whenever the moon goes through the earth shadow and stuff. Well, basically that's similar stuff, but basically about the whole motion about a cry. And I went ahead and added the tears as the example right here is for birthday memories, is knowing about the feeling of a cry. And a lot of times it's like so far in the dictionary that they could probably say that the sob and shed tears because of grief, sorrow, and pain. And you begin to wonder to why that if it may not be a definition for the word sad either. It's more likely it could mean that a definition for happy and sorrow and all these emotions all at the same time. And you just begin to wonder about the fact is that with the whole definition for the word cry is a no, is that more likely that it basically pretty much means that that there's a happy ending towards is like so far at the end of the story, or is like it could be is that it's like an emotion, is that something something that you were able to do that you haven't been able to do in years, or it could have been something related to something that you always wanted to do. But basically is the fact is that you say with the birthday cake right here is to know that I never was good at math either. Never was good at math, and more likely that I could maybe be good at math, at some times. But then of course is that you have it to where that you have a cake right here, and a lot of times if you add up the cake by the number about which one is rich, which side is richer, and which one is like not so great, or whatever you call it, all a matter of birthday memories. It's like the memories for what makes you happy. So far with Jaycee Dugard and Along with Stolen Life, along with the birthday memories and birthday memories coloring.